Happy New Year, family, and I welcome you back on the channel. This year, we're going to do things a little different here. So last year, I was mastering more masculine energy of discipline and showing up no matter how I felt, and I made a lot of videos about it. This year, I want to do things differently. And I really want to connect with you. So please let me know what topics you want me to talk about because I want to go deeper into so much more. You may have met me through my self-development content, through my spiritual content, through my paradox, through my light language, through dragons, through whatever it was. What I care about is uniting all those aspects, all those perspectives, and all those people. I'm not here for just one niche. I'm here for all of us because I think that's the whole point. To be here for humanity, to do this together. And I know that can sound super cheesy, like I'm just saying it, but I mean it. I don't care about our differences. I care about what makes us the same. We are all humans alive on Earth right now. And that is what's most important. There are so many things happening in the world right now. And I feel it's really important that we clear the way of what makes us different, that we don't judge each other so much, that we hold space for different perspectives, polarity, and different preferences and experiences that people have, but that we can still come together and build something different. Because in case you haven't noticed, we as humanity could be in a better place right now. There's a lot to be done and there's a lot happening. And the Earth and all of us needs each one of us to be in our purpose and in our power so we can actually make a difference. And none of us can make a difference by ourselves. We cannot make a difference alone. That's not the point. That was never the point. We are not here to be lone wolves. We are not here to just awaken to the illusion of this reality and transcend it. We are in these bodies for a reason. We are on Earth right now for a reason. So why are we here? And what is your part to play? Because each one of us has a different part to play in this game, in this illusion, in this reality. And it's important that each one of us finds that so that we can all be working together in the places that most resonate with who we are, what we know, and what we are here to do. You can call it your dharma, your purpose, your mission. You can just call it your life. You can just call it whatever you feel called to do, whatever you are passionate about, whatever you are good at, whatever you have knowledge of. These are the aspects and the treasures that make each one of us unique and necessary in a different field and in a different area in the world. If we do not like or agree with how things are in the world right now, guess what? We are the ones to make a change. And the only way we can make a change if each one of us is in their power, in their individuality, with their own preferences and all of that, but that we are all honoring that and honoring each other and building together. You know, with the rising of technology, there's so much going on. And at this point, you probably know things like money being just numbers, right? Like it's not about the gold or the silver or whatever. Like money at this point is just printed paper. It's just a belief. These are just numbers on a screen. But money is the way we exchange values and services on Earth. So it's very important that we use and that we have access to that energy exchange. And it's very important that we create infrastructures that are very, very different from the ones we grew up with, right? There is a better way of doing so many things, but for that, again, each one of us needs to be in our zone of genius. You're not supposed to do my parts, and I'm not supposed to do your parts. Each one of us has their part to play, and that's the beauty of it. So more and more, I want to come into this channel and on Instagram and on my social media to talk about all of these different subjects and all these different things. You probably know by now that since we were kids, we were educated and taught all these things about what life was about, how we were supposed to live and work, and have families and do things, how to think, how to act. We were taught all these different things, but no one taught us to think for ourselves. And this is so important. And again, this is why we are seeing right now on earth so many different people coming out with their preferences and their experiences and being so peculiar and different, right? This is us discovering our own individuality. This is us thinking for ourselves. While at the same time, there is, I'm trying to not use certain words that might be censored. So there is still knowledge and information being distributed out there that might trigger some reactions and some behaviors on our part. So we also need to be very discerning of why I want what I want and how consuming certain types of information. And again, this is mostly subconscious, not conscious, but how consuming certain types of information then molds me and what I think I am and what I think I prefer and what I think I believe and what I think is my opinion. So again, there are distractions and tricks and all these illusions all planted everywhere. And it's okay to bite the bait sometimes, or however you say that. But it's also important that we come back into our own center, into our own connection with ourselves and with life. And that we think for ourselves and discover deeper truths than those we have been taught or those that we have been consuming, right? You know, like first it was the education system, it's the legal system, it's social media, it's television, it's all of these things all at the same time, projecting so many thoughts and ideas into our heads of what we are supposed to do and who we are supposed to be, what we are not supposed to think and what we are not supposed to do. There's also religion, there's also the opinions of others, there's all these things happening at the same time. So to find discernment and individuality through all of that is not easy. And there's also a trap when we think we have found our individuality, but maybe we don't notice that that individuality came from consuming certain types of information from television or social media or books or religion or whatever it is. So again, it's a calling for us to really connect with ourselves and have discernment, while at the same time to not judge ourselves and each other so much. Because again, the point is, yes, honoring our individuality and our preferences, finding what makes me me and you. What are our differences and what are you good at and what am I good at? And what resonates and what doesn't, while at the same time, despite all of that and with all of that, finding ways to build a new earth, finding ways to build healthier and more sustainable and organic infrastructures and systems of health, of education, of social media, of information, of money, of all of it. And I really feel that if you're watching me and you're watching my channel, that you are one of us. And again, there's not a single soul on earth that is not one of us, because we are all humans alive on earth right now, and that's what makes us one of us. But still, with that being said, there are certain people who have certain intentions, and there are other people who have different intentions. And again, with duality and polarity, we can also see it as good and evil and blah, blah, blah. And ultimately, these are two parts of the same reality, and these two aspects exist. But at the same time, we all know that there are better ways to do certain things on Earth. And we cannot wait for aliens to come and rescue us, or angels to help us, or spirit guides, or our ancestors, or our descendants. We need to take responsibility and be the ones to make the change happen. And this is already happening. So many of us are making so much difference in the world. Each one of us in their own unique areas with their own unique gifts. And that's so beautiful. Earth is going through the biggest transformation ever. People say we are ascending. People talk about the Schumann resonance. We talk about frequency and vibration, and we talk about humanity is awakening. But what does that mean? I want to talk about that on this channel more and more. We can go much, much deeper into so many different topics that relate to this conversation. So let me know in the comments what parts of this awakening and transformation in humanity you are most interested in discussing with me. And I will share more about that. So many different people share about what's going on Earth right now in many different ways. The great awakening of humanity, the ascending into 5D consciousness, the Schumann resonance spiking higher and higher every day. More and more people waking up, systems collapsing, technology evolving more and more. People changing and people fighting and people uniting. There's so much happening on Earth right now, and we are alive, experiencing all of this and also being a part of all of this. And some of us have more information on certain topics than others. We cannot focus on everything and do everything ourselves. That would overload our system as humans. So again, that's why we have a warrior in each area. Alchemists that are specialized in certain things and alchemists that are specialized in others. But what's truly important is that we are all playing our part. So I've always find it very interesting for me when people would ask me, and they still ask me, what do I do? And I can respond with, I'm a coach, I'm a mentor, I'm an energy healer, I do quantum healings, I'm a light language artist, I am a movement dancer, somatic embodiment, whatever. I am this, I am that. And there are so many ways to describe who I am and what I do. And it's always funny to express that and to explain that. Because for the ones that get it, they just get it. For the ones that don't, they just won't. And that's okay. We talk about on social media, for example, about niches and what is your niche and what is your speciality. Again, some of us have very niche down gifts and perspectives and values and purposes on Earth. And others of us have broader, more encompassing missions. Everyone is doing their part and everyone is exactly where they are supposed to be. This is what we came here for and this is what we are being and doing. And you know why I never resonated with explaining what I do? Because for me it feels too limiting. But in certain environments or in certain situations it makes sense to niche it down and explain it in few words and in ways that are comprehended by the other. While in other situations, I can just say that I'm this and I'm that and I'm all of it and I'm none of it. And I know that the person or the people by my side will get exactly what I'm saying. What makes me a different coach or a different mentor, for example, is that I don't like those words. I don't like those concepts because I believe and know that we are all sovereign in our own beings. So I'm not here to actually coach you or to mentor you. I'm just here to be a mirror and an energetic weaver to remind you that you are your own coach and you are your own mentor, that you are sovereign over your life, over your thoughts, over your emotions, over your body, and that you have all the power that you need to make the necessary changes and decisions in your life in a way that resonates for you. So this is the kind of coaching and mentorship that I do. I also involve a lot of energy work and energy weaving and light language, and I work with different tools and multidimensional aspects and energetics, and I do all these things and it's really fun and encompassing and quantum, but it's also very grounded and realistic and human, right? It's whatever you need. As I receive a client, again, I don't like that word, but as I receive someone who is calling for my services and my assistance, my energy field becomes a mirror that reads the energy field of the other person or of the other people and reflects back what is needed when it is needed. So it's again very quantum and multidimensional, but also very human and very individual to the person and the being in front of me at that time. And so my coaching and my mentorship and what I share and what I do changes as the people that I'm working with change. And that's what I love about it. One of the other reasons why I don't like to just see or perceive or describe myself as just this one thing, like I'm just a coach, I'm just a mentor, I'm just an artist, I'm just a quantum energy healer, whatever. It's because that can be so limiting. And not only that, but because I encompass all of those things together in whatever I offer. It's like I have all these different tools and all these different things, all these different crystals and jewels in my tool belt, and I use each one as necessary. And so I'm not just one or the other, I am all of it. But most important, I am human on earth, alive right now, just as you are. And I am here to support you and humanity and myself and earth and all of us at the same time. So whatever is necessary and whatever is present, that's where my energy weaves. And even some words that I might be using, like quantum, multidimensional, weaving energy, embodiment, somatics, maybe those feel unfamiliar to you. Or maybe you totally know what I'm saying. And either way, it's okay. Also, my language adapts to the people I am talking to. That's why I also want to invite you to share with me in the comments what topics do you want me to talk about the most. Do you prefer when I talk about like the very human self-development, taking action part of it? Or do you prefer the more quantum, esoteric, energy weaving, light language, forecast and magic and metaphysics and philosophy? Do you also want more meditations and embodiment practices and teachings of energy and quantum physics and stuff like that? Let me know, because as I receive your answers, I will also then make videos about it and adapt my energy and my language to resonate and to meet you where you are. Because if I truly want to serve, and I do, then first I be myself. That's like the very most basic thing, is being myself. But also to find where I also don't like saying this, my audience, it's so weird, but you, where you are at, you individually, and you, like the many of you watching this, where you are at, so I can actually serve you with what you are asking of me. Yeah, I'm also very passionate about assisting and helping and supporting people who have gifts, energy gifts, psychic gifts, quantum, multidimensional gifts, whatever gifts, maybe like very also physical or social, whatever gifts you have. I'm very passionate about helping you express that, weave that, and go deeper into that and express that and offer that to others as a service. Because the more of us who find our path and our gifts and are of service, the more we can help humanity as a whole. So that's one of the things that I'm most passionate about. And, you know, I see a lot in social media, a lot of duality and a lot of polarity with people sharing different preferences and different opinions and views. And for me, I'm like, that's great. I have my own preferences and my own opinions as well. But I'm here to like kind of hold it all and also witness it all. I'm not too attached to certain opinions or polarities, or, you know, like I'm not here to discuss or judge or whatever. I just want to unite. I just want to be of support. I just want to honestly like bring love and understanding to all of those perspectives. So when I see, for example, two people or a group of people arguing because they have different opinions about something, I'm very passionate to help those people understand the other person's perspective. I'm really passionate about that. And if you have met me for a while now, you also know that I'm a lot into philosophy, and especially paradox and duality and polarity and transcendence and all of that. So I really like to harmonize different perspectives. and to help people see the other person's point of view in a way where they can both honor their individuality, but that they can also coexist in harmony and respect with each other. So, this being my first video of the year, I just wanted to come here and, last year I was sometimes just pressing record and sharing whatever was on my mind, and other times I would be inspired by a topic or receive some clarity or some information that I was reflecting on, or something that I saw on social media, or something that someone asked me to share, and I would share about that. But honestly, more and more, I just want to come here and be me and talk about whatever it is, and not be too structured, or to only talk about a certain thing in a certain video. There will be videos where I will be very specific and share about one specific topic and go really deep into that. But also, I just want to be here and sit down and talk with you, and whatever comes up is whatever I honor and express. Share with me in the comments what do you want me to talk about? What do you want us to talk about? Because I really want to connect with you, I want to get to know you, and I want to be of service to you. So please share, because I'm not here just talking for you to listen. I'm actually here with you, which might sound weird because I know you're watching this video and I can't really see you right now, but I'm actually here with you. And one way or another, you are alive on earth right now somewhere, and I'm also alive on earth right now somewhere. So I'm here with you. I'm actually here with you, okay? So let's connect deeper, and I'm really excited and curious to see what this new year will bring, what other things I will share, and the fun we're gonna have, and all the transformation that is happening on earth and inside ourselves as individuals and with our communities. So I guess this is what I wanted to share today. Happy New Year again. And I know some people say that the astrological New Year is just in Easter, and that this is not really the New Year, and that there are other calendars and the 13 months and all of that. It's kind of who cares? Yes, but also it can be a new year every single day. Every day can be a new life. Let's research and have discernment and see deeper information and hidden information and learn a lot, but also to not get too tight and fixated on one thing. So whether for you this is the new year or not, I don't really care. I just care that we are here on earth, alive right now. And it's a good excuse and a good reason to make changes, which again, we don't need it to be New Year's to make changes, but you know what I'm saying. So also side note, I had so many other videos already recorded that I recorded last year to share this year, because I recorded so many that I was sharing 1 or 2 videos a week, and I still needed to edit them. So I had so many other videos to share this year with you, but I realized that they were all blurry. And not just a little blurry, but very blurry. And I hope this one isn't. I will check that later. But all these videos were super blurry, and therefore I'm okay, what do I do? There's a lot of work and a lot of information and a lot of passion and a lot of myself and energy that I put into making these videos, and they are actually blurry, so I probably won't be posting them. And what do I choose to feel about that and to make of that? Well, I choose to okay, those are blurry, let's just record new ones. So let's do it, and here I am, and also using that as an opportunity and as an inspiration and an openness to maybe share about different topics. So again, let me know what we want us to connect about and talk about, and what's the vibe and what is present for you right now. How can I support you? And what are you interested and curious to discuss and to talk? So, my dear, wherever you are in this beautiful planet, I'm sending you so many blessings and so much love, and I will see you on the next one.